Welcome to Life Hacks, people. So I'm pretty excited about today's Life Hacks. You all know what comes to mind when you see panty liners or sanitary towels. But did you know that there are other ways we can use them that could save us a lot of embarrassment? I know you're asking, how? Here are a few tricks that I'm going to show you very soon. Now you're going to be like, really? Yes, really. First off, so yeah, I've got my sanitary towels here and I've got my panty liners. So the difference between panty liners and sanitary towels, well, you can Google it, but I'm sure you can already see the difference, you know, by the size here. Panty liners are smaller and thinner, while sanitary towels are bigger and longer and thicker. Yeah. First off, do you deal with sweaty underarms? You know that embarrassing thing that happens where you're wearing like you're looking all decked up and then suddenly you sweat and then there's like that patch happening there. That's not pretty. It's not good to look at. So let me show you a trick. Let's assume that you're putting on this top. Take it inside out, yeah? Very simple, easy trick. It works. Try it. I'm telling you. Next up, you take up your panty liners. You could use a sanitary towel if you like. So you take out the outer layer gently. Remember that part, you know that part of the sanitary towel or the panty liner that sticks? Yes. So next up, now that you've turned your shirt inside out, you know where the underarm area is? You stick it nicely to it. See that? So what this does is basically traps in all that sweat from your underarms. So you don't even have to wear deodorant because this keeps you safe and you have nothing to worry about. Another trick that you could use with panty liners are, do you deal with sweaty feet? I know those, you know, there are times where you're like maybe going through anxiety or you're having like a nervous breakdown and it causes you to sweat on your palm or on your feet. Panty liners to the rescue. So basically you just take off the outer layer once again. Yeah, so I've got a shoe here. And you know that sweaty feet actually cause your shoes to smell. And they are very embarrassing. Nah, not a good smell at all. So what you just do, you have your shoe and you just stick that in nicely. And then you put your feet in and you are good to go. Don't be shy, you. Trust me, panty liners are versatile, so as, you know, sanitary towels. So a lot of this is something that I personally had to deal with when I was breastfeeding with Elsie and Eliana, where you have leakages, like, you know, so much breast milk, you can't take it anymore and then it starts to leak. Oh, that's not a good fit. I mean, there are times where I was like really embarrassed because I didn't know what to use to, you know, taking all that extra leakage. Panty liners to the rescue, trust me. So you take your bra and so the inner part of it, yeah, you take your panty liners again to the rescue. Yes, yes, yes. And take off the outer layer, the sticky part, and you just put it nicely on the inner part of the bra. There. So what I'm actually going to do here is just, you know, so you see, that basically just traps in all that extra breast milk that's just, you know, pouring out of your shirts. This just, you know, takes all of it in, absorbs it nicely. You don't need to worry about leakages anymore. Another trick that works, if you are one of those people who hides your money from your spouse, or let's say you've been dealing with people stealing monies from your wallets. Now, take your money, fold it in, wrap it in nicely, like I have here, as you can see. And then you have your sanitary towel. Trust me, nobody's going to touch this. You just put your money nicely in, tuck it in nicely. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, you see? And you just, you know, stick it back in. See? Nobody will know. Your hubby will not even go close to this. Trust me. You can try it out. Sissy is laughing. Okay, so finally, having to deal with menstrual cramps. I remember menstrual cramps is something that I deal with most of the time, especially when I have my periods. So what works for me is I get my socks. I have rice in here, uncooked rice. Pour it in to my socks. And then tie it up nicely. Like you put in a lot of rice though, like uncooked rice. And then you put it in the microwave. So basically it's just to heat it up a bit. So once that is done, you flatten it out like I'm doing here, and then you place it on your pelvic region. That area where you feel that menstrual cramp, place it on and lie down. Trust me. Before you say Jack Robinson, you're sleeping already. It is so relaxing. You can try this out. And then, okay, so one more trick before I go. Just one more trick. So I can show, because I can show brands here, I would have shown you how to do it, but it's basically just easy. If you really don't, it's just another way to hide your sanitary towels or your panty liners. So you could just get like biscuit wrappers or sweet wrappers and just, you know, put them in. That way, nobody knows that you're on your period, or well, of course, they'll think, it's biscuits, but then you keep it nicely and you keep it safe where no one sees it. And that's it for panty liners hacks for today. These are just like basic tricks that, you know, could help you make your life better. Will you be trying any of them? Please let me know. Send in your comments on all our social media platforms. I would like to hear from you. And I've been seeing a few people posting my life hack videos. Guys, you're awesome. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. And well, there's still so much more on Wake Up Nigeria. Please stay with us. Don't go anywhere.